Ay, 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 ay. What do you say about this? I mean, these useful idiots will say and do whatever they need to grift. It's just shameless. And the fact that people listen to them is comical, but it's being reported on. And this appeared on Jacaranda FM. Has Jacaranda FM become a propaganda outlet too? I mean, I used to listen to Jacaranda FM. Absolutely ridiculous. Mel Viljoen warns Afrikaner refugees. Speaking on Jacaranda FM, Mel Viljoen was asked about her views on the U.S. refugee resettlement program geared at white Afrikaner South Africans who are being racially persecuted in the country, in quotation marks by Megan Vanderheever. Why is Jacaranda FM asking Mel Viljoen, an immigrant fraud, an asylum fraud, an accused shoplifter of grand larceny, who is a criminal and deported from America? What does she know about the refugee program? She's not a refugee. She sought to defraud this country with a fraudulent asylum case. She responded with a warning urging applicants not to have expectations about living in the U.S. Really? 7,000 plus South Africans here right now. I suspect that thousands of them would sit there and wonder, what you talking about, Willis? She told Martin Bester, don't make any permanent decisions. Don't sell everything here. Experience another place as a resident, not as a tourist. The grass is not greener on the other side. It's just another country with more people. Well, having lived in that part of the world and lived here, while South Africa is an amazing country, it's gone to crap under the ANC. And the grass is definitely much greener on this side of the Atlantic. Experience it as a resident, not as a tourist. Well, refugees aren't tourists, genius. They're refugees. They're not going there as tourists. What kind of planet is she living on? She added that she had been in contact with several refugees who had arrived in the U.S. who had complained about feeling lonely and abandoned. Why is anybody in their right mind contacting Mel? And what exactly did they contact her? She didn't share any of these sentiments before they were arrested. We never heard Mel advocating on behalf of refugees being neglected in America, did we? It isn't until after they were arrested for grand larceny and stealing over $5,000 over a 6-month period from a Publix in Florida, and then went to jail, and then was apprehended by ICE, and then deported, that she suddenly is in contact with refugees and telling people about it. She said, it sounds like Donald Trump is helping us, but he really isn't. There's no one on the other side waiting for you with open arms to help you and guide you. Well, that's pure bullshit. There are absolutely, every refugee who arrives, there's a case officer to greet them or someone from their agency there, or their American link is there. And thousands of South Africans will tell you they've been warmly greeted and helped. Now, that doesn't obviate the fact that there are many who've not gotten the help that they deserve or they're entitled to. She said the authorities put them in the most horrific destinations where there's no Starbucks. What? Okay, so there's a Starbucks at the Victoria and Alfred waterfront. There's a Starbucks at the Menlyn Mall. What other Starbucks are there? It's not like there's a Starbucks in every corner in South Africa, and you think that's a bad place to be because there's no Starbucks? She said they're ultimately hoping to get more farmers who can farm their land. What a... Farmers. I was in Florida, and I saw almost 200 refugees. Less than 10 of them had any farming experience whatsoever. And only a handful of them, a couple, were actually in farming when they came over. This program's not about farmers. Morons who know nothing about the program being given airtime on Jacaranda FM, you can't take this network seriously. They don't talk to people who actually know what they're talking about. Jacaranda FM is not looking for information or for expanding the argument or discussion. They just want bubbleheaded who don't know anything to get attention because they know people will tune in to this. And that's exactly what they did. Now, she claimed the U.S. continued to spread misinformation about South Africa to push its own agenda. Oh, really? Oh, now you're an expert on foreign policy. Wow, okay. Tell us, Tammy Taylor Nails, what's going on there? It's a strategy that Americans do really well is to create narratives. They're extremely divided. Farm murders are crime-based. They are not killed based on their skin color. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to take her word for it. She knows nothing about what she's talking about. This is insane that these idiots get airtime. But this is what the media in South Africa do. And shame on Jacaranda FM. I'll never listen to that useless network again. What a clown car show to put this bubbleheaded idiot on there. And did Martin Bester push back against her? I missed the interview. I know a lot of my viewers told me about this interview, but I didn't hear it. So did he push back? and even question, her bona fides or who these refugees were or what she knows? No, nothing. This passes from news. Look, we're not done with hearing from Mel and Pete when he finally gets out of prison. If he gets out of prison, if the Florida authorities don't decide to prosecute him, although it appears she's the one that committed the crimes according to her own statements. Wow, what a bunch of, I don't know what to say. Oh gosh, when will this nonsense end?